Hello, collective of the sign of Taurus. This is Zaida Velgara from Becoming AM here to give you your message for June 2026. Thank you of all of you that are part of this family for a while. I greatly appreciate all that loving support of the likes, subscribes, follow, shares, and comments. May you receive the blessing in return for your greatest good and your divine purpose. Now, for you guys that are new, I like astrology. I think that's what we're kind of reading when we're reading tarot. So I pick 4 astrological events. I use Oracle and Tarot to kind of tell you what the 411 is for the month. I only do 1 reading per sign per month. That's it. So that being said, June 9th, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. This is like whatever your heart has going on in it, it gets humongous and it attracts all this that's in this heart space. So let's find out how that's going to affect you, Taurus. First thing is the devil. Second thing is the popper. And the third thing is the man upside down. So there was somebody that was, it can be a toxic masculine energy, or it can be, somebody that might be a man, not a man kind of energy. But it feels like they kept you restricted and poor and limited. And they're showing up here. And I'm not sure why, because this is supposed to be an expansion of your heart space. So let's find out what that's all about. Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. Ace of Swords. 5 of Cups. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, Hierophant. And the 8 of Swords. Okay, so this, what it looks like is that your intuition is kind of kicking in and it's kind of telling you, hey, it's time for you to win. It's time for you to win. The way to do it is to cut out these this thought process of this person is using me, this person's abusing me, this person has power over me, this person is always sabotaging me. And stop working on the narrative or the belief system that they have you trapped. Aces, yeah, that's definitely what's up. We have the Queen of Swords to the 7 of Wands to the King of Cups to the 9 of Pentacles. This is literally telling me this energy of you have the intelligence, you have the power, you have the will to block this energy. And you also have the emotional intelligence to be able to run things by yourself, not needing this toxic masculinity around you. Okay? So, I guess what I'm saying is that, Taurus, I'm seeing that you're breaking a generational curse or a self-imposed curse or something imposed by somebody else to you that makes you feel like a victim to the man. That's what it feels like. That's interesting. The next thing that I'm seeing is June 15th through the 17th, Venus in Leo trines Neptune opposing Pluto. So this is interesting because this is your desires meets your inner power goes towards your calling, So let's see how that's going to affect you. Karmic justice, the game of chess, and looking at your reflection of a reflection of your past. I feel like this was divinely orchestrated, is what I'm going to call it. This was one of those things that this is what you came to learn, right? That something has power over you as long as you say it has power over you. And once you decide you no longer want it to have power over you, and that you won't bow down, and that you won't submit, and that you won't give up, then you win. This is so interesting. I saw a reading today with this reader that was talking about, like, these, the construct or the belief system of higher power, like, the powers that be. um just using those words, you're submitting to the brainwashing that they're telling you that they are. I mean, for me, they're the parasites that be, the corruptions that be. And parasites and corruptions can easily be fixed and corrected. And that's what I can tell you here. It's like, it was like a mind trick that was played on you. And now you're starting to realize how much you've evolved and grown from this. Full moon, shoot. Um, the full moon energy comes out, and whenever that comes out, it's telling you like the illusion, but it's also telling you that this evolution of you will continue till the following full moon. Two of coins, where you're starting to balance out your energy and your thought process. We have the four of swords. Something is ending and it's balancing out. Six of coins, I mean, it's repeating the same thing. Nine of wands, you're going to know this energy from far away, and you're going to block it before it comes towards you, because it does look like it's going to want to come towards you. Tell me about it coming towards my collective here. Look, it's going to be hot and wanting to come towards you, but it's going to be stopped dead in its track. And I think the reason it's being stopped, it's because you can see it. Like once you can name the demon, you can cast it out, right? And I feel like that's what's going on here. Like you can name this. You can name the part of you that they are using to make you feel less than, or that they have power over you. You can name it and you can stop it. And because you can name it and you can stop it, as soon as it starts coming in, you're like, I cancel it, stop it, I ignore it. It's done. I flush it in the toilet. I burn it. Do whatever it is that you need to do, visualization wise, speak wise, whatever it is that you need to do, but you just cancel it. And in canceling it, you stop it in its track. It doesn't have power over you. This is so reminded me of the end of that movie, The Labyrinth, where she's like, you have no more power over me. And then that's it. And then the game was over. And then everything had to go back to normal, because you don't win. I win. The next thing is June 20th. Uranus squares North Node. This is a karmic pivot. Like things are going to go to the way they were supposed to be before all this corruption, this parasite energy. Here goes the confusion. And look at what goes after it. The graveyard, the death of the confusion. Yeah, you see it. You can see the demon. You know its name. And then we have the energy of Cupid's arrow. What is Cupid's arrow going towards? I'm moving on up. Because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I'm moving on up to the east side, to a dream house apartment in the sky. Yep. Mm-hmm. Tell me about this. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Hangman. And we have the Empress. I feel like you have learned to block three. Oh, yeah, and the bottom is the Devil card. This is exactly what it is. You have learned to block three types of energies. You have learned to block those people that promise a lot and don't give you anything. Oh, I have this, I have that, I can help you with this. Oh yeah, I know these people, blah blah blah. Those people, now you can smell them from like 100 million miles away, and you're like, no thank you. The second one, you have blocked those impulsive run their mouth, running towards you, acting like if they can intimidate you because they're in your face energy. You have also learned how to block the victim mentality. Oh, look at me. Look at what is happening. I don't know why, because I'm such a good person. Energies. All those bleeding hearts, you've learned to block them. You've literally gotten to the point where you're like, yeah, no, 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 fix your face. I'm not interested. No, thank you. And somebody might say that's heartless, but no, that's called being a dark empath, right? Because you're supposed to be empathetic of people, but you shouldn't be a well, I don't like to use the word shouldn't. You can help people, but you can't have people become codependent on you. You shouldn't be an enabler, right? If these people continue to come around you, like that person that's explosive, that always, the only reason they're explosive is because nobody's called them out on their shit and said, no, your behavior I do not accept. And it's not like fight them back or whatever. It's like, I'm sorry. You don't understand how this is going to go. Your voice is elevated. My voice is not. I do not accept that in my life. I'm letting you know that in the future, if you do that, I'm out of here. I ain't got time for that. And follow through in what you say. Because they'll check themselves because they know how to be better. It's kind of like, recently I saw this thing. I'm going to go on a tangent, just whatever, follow me down this gravy train. Recently I saw this thing that was talking about domestic violence, right? And because I do therapy to people, and I do trauma therapy, and I do domestic violence therapy and things like that. And this thing about domestic violence, and they're saying, like, a lot of people justify these people that do domestic violence on their partner because they're saying they don't know any better. They have a lot of wounds, blah, blah, blah. But if you ask them, would you kill your partner, or why didn't you kill your partner? They're shocked and they're like, absolutely not. I would never do that. Okay. It's not like thinking, oh yeah, I don't know why I didn't, blah, blah, blah. No, it's like, absolutely not. Why would you even think that? Because they do know, they do have a gauge. They are aware. They're aware enough not to KO you. They're doing this because it's an acceptable behavior. There is no consequences to their actions. Just a side note. I don't know. That popped into my head right now. And so, and sometimes, and I'm not shooting down the victim, even though I know some people might think that. Sometimes those that have that victim mentality, oh, these it's because that's the way he is, and I am so scared of him, and whatever. But you're in especially if you're in the U of A, right? You have resources to get you out of that, and so make that make sense. Okay, next is the 26th and 5th of June. Venus trines Saturn. This is like you now become disciplined to what it is that you want. In the beginning, you're kind of realizing what was keeping you stuck and blah, blah, blah. By the end, you're like, no, it's me. It's me today and tomorrow and always, right? And it's not a selfish me. I'm not saying that you're going to be egotistical and just you and stomp people. No, you're still empathetic. But you know how to gauge yourself. If you put too much water in a plant, you're going to kill it. If you put too much sun in a plant, you're going to kill it. Water being emotions, sun being action, right? So everything is in moderation. That's the biggest thing about this world. I think everything should be in moderation, even good stuff we do. So let's see what that's all about, Taurus. Look at that. You're happy-go-lucky and people are going to gossip. Of course. And you know what that sounds like? A them problem. Red light, green light, and travel. It's like you can either decide if this group of people talking all that smack is going to stop you, or it's going to hold you back, or it's going to move you forward. I mean, were they there when you were in the darkness? Sometimes we just outgrow people because they don't want to move forward and we don't have time to wait for them. First thing is the King of Cups. You have grown emotional maturity. Oh my God. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, followed by the Nine of Wands. Literally, you have grown emotional maturity. You're no longer explosive. You're no longer angry. You're no longer moving in directions like willy-nilly, just doing things because you're thinking this is going to help something. And you've learned to block things out that are not good for you. You're so balanced. Two of Pentacles. And that's you're entering into a new world because of it. And I think you're going to get, this is the people that are gossiping. They're going to be calling you, sending you messages, blah, blah, blah. We miss you. I miss the old you. Where have you been? Why haven't you changed? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because the old you, they got a lot from that old you. That's why. And you've walked away. That's what you've done. You've walked away from the confusion. You've moved away from love's connections that were energies that created you to have to do all the work, and then they made you carry all the load, and you were totally confused about them. They were confusing you, like you thinking to yourself, what's wrong with me? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is that these people are used to abusing people that are too nice, and maybe that's what's wrong with you. To learn the balance between the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the in and the out. You can't be one thing only because that messes everything up. But you learned it. And this looks like you're going to call back your power in such a way that it's going to disturb the masses. But is that your problem? No, that's not a you problem. I hope this helps.